Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about ALBT, AllianceBlock. What an evening we had last night with regards to the attack that took place. So there was an announcement last night. Most of us saw it before the announcement came out. And there was a recent incident involving several ALBT troves on Bong, with the attacker gaining access to around 110 million ALBT. And the incident is isolated to these troves. None of smart contracts were breached and or compromised. So I think a lot of people, I made my way over to the Telegram site to see what the information was. And also I noticed on Twitter they'd also put out an announcement, and I'll go through the announcement. So there's been a recent incident involving several ALBT troves on Bong, with the attacker gaining access to around 110 million ALBT. The incident is isolated, blah, blah, blah. The Alliance Block and the Bonk teams, including all connected partners, are now in the process of removing the liquidity and are halting all exchange trading with paused activity on the Alliance bridge in the meantime. The next step is taking a snapshot. Now, this is the part that most people want to know. Just before the attack, followed by working on a solution for all affected users from the moment of the snapshot. This includes minting a new ALBT token and airdropping to the addresses in the snapshots. And it says no. Now, I noticed a lot of people were trading this dip, which in some ways, if you didn't know the announcement, if you weren't aware of the announcement via Telegram or Twitter, well, then you would assume that it was a dip and that something was going on and you decided to buy. And it says any addresses trading. This both includes buying and selling after this announcement will be excluded from the mentioned compensation scheme. Now, this is a little bit worrying. So if you were one of those innocent people that were buying the dip, is this trading tokens that after the snapshot, or is this now that any address that purchases ALBT after the announcement, it's excluded in its entirety? Now, I don't think that's fair. I think possibly what they should be doing is snapshotting from an earlier time with the amount that was already in the wallet, that particular address at that time. But is that fair? Because if you didn't know that there, was an issue, well, then you've put good money into bad, effectively, because they're basically saying it's worthless after a certain time. Now, this is going to cause problems, I think, personally, because there's going to be a divide. That cutoff is always going to cause a divide, because people would have bought it at that, 6 cents, and some people, would have bought it slightly higher than that before the announcement. Now, I don't see an announcement being the only way that they're going to define it, but they're going to have to do it some way. So they're looking to share more information over I'm assuming, the next couple of days, because I think they need to sort this out immediately. Otherwise, there's going to be more controversy. So the Bonk protocol, so it wasn't actually ALBT that was breached. The Bonk protocol was exposed to an Oracle hack where an exploiter increased the ALBT price and minted large amounts of BEUR, which is kind of sad considering people were, trying to do this, but it's obviously opened up an area of risk. Then the price was decreased to almost zero, which triggered the liquidation of ALBT troves. Other troves remain unaffected. Bonk protocol has been paused. We're working on a solution that would allow users to withdraw all remaining collateral without repay. But I'm going to call it BEUR, without repay, BEUR, BEUR, in the troves. It will be released tomorrow morning CET. Now, this is kind of worrying because obviously, what time was the snapshot taken? I know I bought some at 7:59, and I know the first announcement came out at 8:31, and obviously I bought that on KuCoin. Now, at what time will they be classing the snapshot? And if they're saying any address is trading, won't be compensated for buying the dip. So they're saying, are they saying all the amount that's sitting in our wallets, or are they saying just the amount that you purchased during that time? And I think this needs to be clarified, definitely. I think a lot of people are worried. A lot of people are, thinking that they've lost their bag. So by and all, it's all very worrying, as we're not sure what the snapshot time was, what will happen with the airdrop. So please leave a comment, share, subscribe, because I know a lot of you aren't subscribed. And I wish you all the best, and hopefully this whole situation will be cleared up as soon as possible.